Halifax's Multifest is going on this weekend, and on Sunday at the main tent at the Seaport Market, we're going to see tons of different cultural dances, including a traditional Hindu dance from Josephine Nithya Babou. Now, Josephine learned this traditional style of dance from her mother, who started teaching Josephine when she was a toddler. Josephine was born and raised in India, but moved to Halifax to pursue her MBA at St. Mary's. And this weekend, of course, she's going to be dancing at Multifest with some of her students. So she joins us in studio now to chat about her life and why she's here in Halifax. First of all, really nice to meet you.
Thank you.
Tell us a little bit more about the dance that you were doing there.
So that dance is called Bharatanatyam. So it is one of 8 Indian classical dances, and I learned it from my mother, as you said. Her name is Kalaimamni, Dr. Shanti Babu. I learned it from the age of 2, I believe. I gave my first performance at the age of 3.
Wow.
So I did my diploma and also my master's degree in Bharatanatyam as well when I was doing my engineering during my undergraduation. Yeah.
You have a lot of education then.
Yes, I do.
Because you're in Halifax to do your MBA.
Yes.
We have some images of you doing this dance, and this was a performance at Mount St. Vincent. As we look at the dancing, I want people to note the facial expressions. There's a lot happening from the shoulders up. How important is the face as part of the dance?
We have 9 expressions in the face. We call it Navarasam. And each and every movement will have a facial expressions because we need to look at, for example, there is a slogan, wherever we move our hands, our eyes will follow. Wherever our eyes will follow, our heart should follow. Wherever our heart follows, there comes the expressions from the audience. We engage the audience like that.
Oh, that is really neat. What's also fascinating is I understand that you were raised Christian.
Yes.
Why was it that your mother was teaching you Hindu dancing?
It was very challenging for my mother to take it as a career as well. So when she wanted to take this as a career, my grandfather and her brothers were kind of objecting for it initially. And later, my grandfather had a Bible verse when he came across during a ceremony in the church, and that said, "Let's praise the Lord with dance and music." From that moment on, my grandfather decided dancing is just not for one particular religion. And my mother, she continued learning dance, and she held a PhD in Bharatanatyam. And that's the reason I'm into Bharatanatyam as well.
Wonderful. Well, why are you and your mother so passionate about this kind of dancing?
The classical music and the dance moves, I would say I have been born with that. I've been hearing when I was there in my mother's womb, so it cannot be separated from me. My mother had a great passion again from her early childhood. So this is something, a part of our lives, which we can never give up.
Now, your dancing brought you to the movies, and Life of Pi, I understand, was shot in your hometown.
Yes.
How did it come about that you were one of the dancers selected for this pivotal scene in the movie?
So director Angli, when he came to Pondicherry, so he met my mother, because my mother is one of the very famous dancers in my hometown, and he met my mother and said he wants 10 dances for the movie, and my mother organized all the 10 dances. Except for the lead role, all the other dancers in the movie are my mother's students.
Really?
Yes.
That is so wonderful. What was shooting the scene like? Was it just take after take?
I would say just this scene, we took almost 1 month to shoot it.
Get out.
I know. It was 1 month of terrific practice. We had a teacher from Chennai. It is another city in India. He's working with Kalakshetra Bharatanatyam Institute again. He came and taught us all these steps. It was 1 month tiring practice and 2 days of shoot.
That is a fascinating story. So now you're in Halifax and you're sharing your passion for dance with students in our region. How are Haligonians embracing your style of dancing?
Initially, I didn't know there are so many people interested in this kind of dance because I was skeptical about it. People have learned about Bollywood dancing, but not Indian classical dance. So initially, I went to the Hindu temple over here. I announced them saying, I'm here, I'm willing to take classes for the students here. And immediately, the moment I announced, I had 5 students signing up for the classes. And now I have 21 students.
Wow. And you're going to be performing with your students this weekend?
Yes, yes.
How can our viewers see you?
Sorry?
How can our viewers see you this weekend?
Yes, we will be all dressed up in Bharatanatyam costumes, the Indian classical, not in the one you watched me before, but completely different. And we will be performing between 3:40 p.m. and 4 p.m. on Sunday near Halifax Seaport Market for the Multicultural Festival.
Excellent. Well, Global is a sponsor of that event, so I really hope that I can get to see you in action. Thank you so much for coming in and sharing some thoughts with us this morning.
Thank you so much. I'm happy to be here.
Wonderful. All right, so you can see Josephine dance this weekend at Multifest. For more information, go to multifest.ca.